Hello all my little eyes and welcome back to Citizen Sleeper. Let's just make sure that we've got everything that we need. I still don't know where I need to take this Ripper Worm, and I need dice, so we're gonna go on to the next day, I think, but I can't do any of those because I'm not allowed dice, right? Oh, I might be able to open a note or something further up here. No. Yeah, that's again agents. Just gotta make sure none of these need a cipher or something, like this hunter's nest might. Nah, it doesn't. This nest. Both of those need one, and that one needs three, maybe. 1 to 3 out of the. Alright. I'm just worried because we're getting really close to that hunter attacking us. And we don't want that to be happening now, do we? I'm missing one. Leave here. Okay. I need to use this Ripper Worm. A self-guided program that scalps data from closed networks. Right, also, let's make sure that the stream's all functioning. We hate when that happens. Well, I hate it. Good, it's all working. Alright. That's food. Oh, I do need food. Am I out of money? Jeez. Right, I did pay to get up into the high end. Well, the low end. Because of course I was below the low end. Oh, I've got a dice. This keyboard. What do I need into the hunter's nest? No. That's again? Personal terminal is empty apart from a single high-level encryption locked behind access protocols. I have a 1 and a 3. I could bypass this one. Or do I need it? Oh yeah, what's this gate? Gap costs 150. The low end. Block maintenance. Maintained by the residents, the ramshackle blocks are always in need of repairs. Helping out is a good way to make friends. What place do I take the Ripper with me? What place do I need to learn from? This place? It might be... I need to interact with these locations to get them. So... the clack of filter caps can be heard in every concourse on the lower end as the residents play rotating rounds of a game of crime. Ooh, this could give me money. And it could get me to be well known. Yeah, I'm gonna do both at the same time. I got some money and I got some reputation. Good, good. That's what we want. Market. We still have one here. Okay, did I discover anything here? Ooh, I found a place to buy food here too. Has a kelp snack in the basement and he makes noodles from the seaweed. He doesn't pay much, but he'll feed anyone who does a shift. Oh, so you can get fed and paid if you have endurance. So it's perfect. For endurance is a good stat for exploring this area, but then you probably get screwed with hacking because the endurance one has worse initiative. I mean, interaction. Free smoke. Enter the smoker skill. Also, a Ripper Worm. Such a sci-fi name for a hacker tool. It's so silly. It kind of reminds me of the Threadripper, which is a large CPU, which is interesting. But it's also super expensive. Not because of it itself, but because the motherboard for it as well is very limited. And it'd be a lot cheaper if the motherboard wasn't so expensive. Well, a lot. It'd be a little cheaper. Very itty bitty bit. Because tech stuff's way too expensive nowadays. Everything's getting too pricey. I need to be at the Cavendish gate, so I need something from these guys. From one of these dudes, at least. No, not these dudes. I need a Cavendish. Maybe this one. Ah, fuck it. I only have a 3. Data, that's not... Oh, wait! I think I did get it. That looks like the cipher symbol. Yes! Oh, perfect. H4 access. Okay. We're in. Ripper worm, there we go. I just needed to know the location, then I could figure out the rest. Because I didn't want to waste my dice on something and then be screwed over without any dice. Alright, okay. Now that we're done there, I've got a 5 and a 1. That 1 can be used for hacking and... Fang. Shipyard. Fang's Ripper Worm is installed, but it'll take a few cycles to run through the closed network! I'm dead. Oh, I'm like so screwed. I needed that done yesterday. Oh, and it auto-saved. Oh. Wait, no. No, the hunted cycle's here. I'm good. 3 cycles. I'm barely gonna be able to survive it. Okay, let's help Draco and get this paid off. I could just do the risky one and then do 5. And I need money anyways. Okay, now we can talk to him again. You arrive into a buzz of activity at the yard. Red blinking lights flash across a vast dark shape. Suspended below the dome, they flicker across scorched hull plates and bent structures, spilling from holes in the twisted shape. The cutter is huge and has been torn apart in some violent encounter. Give me a second. Okay, we're good. The cutter is huge. Alright. Continue. She's a beauty, isn't she? He was old. She's a beauty, isn't she? Drago stands to the side, focused on the hulking shape as it's lowered into the shipyard. I don't want to ask what is it, I want to ask what happened to it. It sounds like I got busted up. I'll just say she is, to be nice. She is. I should thank you. This place was on its last legs when you turned up, and now look at this. The ship's descends slowly, its interior visible through multiple hull breaches. You struggle to gather the same enthusiasm as Drago's for this monstrous craft. You can't help but think of what became of its crew. What happened? Thank you. That is exactly what I want to know. What do you mean? What do you mean? He glances at you. I managed to convince our salvager friends to give it to me on credit. That's what happened. No, what happened to the ship? Not my concern. He shrugs. The ship creaks like a caving iceberg as it reaches the base of the yard. I wish there were sound effects other than the basic sound effects in the background. Dragos is visibly excited. I know I said you shouldn't stick around, but I'm gonna need some help with this one. The drones start to crawl over the hulk, their lights illuminating flashes of dented hull. Watching, you wonder if you arrived in a similar fashion, locked inside that container that wreck of the Espen Arp freighter lowered into the yard, like a corpse ready to be butchered. Jeez. Yeah, because they could have just chopped me up and used me for scrap or something. Or sold me off to Arp. Or was the container delivered to Dragos on its own? A womb for your rebirth into this strange station. That's a crazy way of putting it. You shudder. Perhaps, if you could learn something about this ship, you might be able to trace the path that led you to this yard. Yeah, that's why you want to know. That wasn't why I want to know, I just want to know what happened to it. It looks messed up. Dragos squeezes your shoulder. After these past cycles, I think we are up to it. What do you think? You see the fading name of the ship emblazoned on its side. Winterlight. I kinda wanna, but I'm in danger. A real beauty, Dragos repeats, perhaps just to himself. You take one last look at the shattered ship as the drones start cutting and then slip out of the yard, feeling suddenly cold in the empty passage. I've completed my first drive. Each drive completed unlocks an upgrade point to spend on upgrading your character. Oh! Access your character. I should have done this so much sooner. Character menu. Upgrade. I'm getting rid of that endurance flaw immediately. Confirm. Alright, we're all zeros, baby. We're all O's. I need to get that last bit off, but I need a high dice for that. Oh, it's last cycle though. Good, this is still repairing. It'd be a 2, which would still be really bad. This isn't looking good. Gonna be honest. I have enough money to eat, and that's good. What's the price of this? It's 100. I can go another couple cycles, and I should be fine. Oh, so whenever the flickering goes down over a box fully, it stops giving it to you. I see. I only have one, so alas, I do need to do something in here. We should track that hunter back, huh? Can I lose health? Or hunger in here? I say because I see my hunger is red, so I'm gonna go here and eat. Dang, you can't get lucky and become a fungal fan faster. Okay. The +1 will bring it up to a 2, matching it perfectly anyways. Bypass. Extract all data. Hunter's data extracted. Okay, do we talk to the vending machine? At the seal dock? Upload hunters. Yes. Knew it. Okay. I need the rest. Okay, I need 3 of those. Kinetic Thrall? Intuition? Winter Light. Direct Cutter Drago is brought in to salvage. Has a history of to discover if you are curious. Yard clearance. History or no, this ship is salvaged. As Dragos always says, break it down, move it on. Oh! This is easier though, so I'd rather not cut it up then. Especially since he wants it to be fixed. Probably more valuable fixed anyways. That ripperworm's gonna take a couple of days? How many days? Is there ways to get multiple ripperworms? Hey man, I still got 18 bucks. I guess I could get a ration. I preferred the $6 drink. I need money. I need dice for this, right? Merchants willing to run the gauntlet of this Helian system are rare. I don't know. Maybe if I can fix the light, I can join that? That's a theory. That's one hell of a theory. I'm looking for stuff I can spend money on. I need to climb this also so I can see what this is about. And I need money for that. I need so much. Okay, next cycle. Right? Nothing to input. These are all gonna be dice. That's all dice. Including the shipyard. The only thing I can do is buy some rations, and those aren't the best. Alright. Next. We got 5 more goes, people. Oh, so there is another drive. Okay. It's really just quests. I'd like that they called it a different thing because they wanted it to feel more real. Ankita's cutter is out of commission. Help her get it running again. Repair the ship's hull. I do need to repair her ship. I need to get to know if this surviving is the last thing here. These 2 things coincide with surviving. The hamburgers and everything else are just fun. Shrink that. Okay. I need a good dice to be used here because start it. Hopefully. Nothing awesome. That was just some money. Should I If I do this, it would be perfect, and it would work. Oh. Oh, I can't anymore! Because it's dangerous, and it was a critical action, it's not repeatable. Wait, negative. Okay, so I don't want it to be grounded. And if I do this wrong, I think I could get it grounded. I think it's repairing itself slowly. I think I need to not worry about it. There's just so many things I need to spend my dice on. That's gonna take 3 cycles. Oh, he's really cutting it close. Might as well, right? That 2 has to be used to hack. Neutral outcome, Winter's Light. Aww. It gave me 1. Okay. Hunter's Nest or Harbinger information. The hunter seems pretty important. The 3 would work. Need all of this out immediately. Okay, from there we can take this to the vending machine. God, that sounds like a terrible idea. And just slot it in. He has all this valuable data on the thing that's hunting me down. I'll just give it to a vending machine. Lovely. Neovend, you better not mess me over. Neovend is thrumming with excitement. The movement of the servo motors rock the vending machine back and forth at unsetting angles. You wonder if it fell over. Would Neovend be able to get back up? No! And that's why I say don't mess with me, Neovend. Sleeper entity. Comes the hiss, your data is good. Across the fade of the vending machine's raw code scrolls at an incredible speed. Hunter is isolated, disconnected, unstable. Neovend flashes sequences of mangled data compressed into a sludge of artifacts. Hunter gathers without thinking, outlived its own operational limits. Its nests are evidence of this. Operational limits? Outlived? Ooh, is it weak? Operational limits. Hunter activated during a collapse emergency protocol to isolate intelligence. Solheim needed to protect property. That last word is said with as much sarcasm as a vending machine could reasonably produce. I think I did pretty good to put that out. Station was run by administrator intelligence. Huge data banks of corporate material, but limited cognition. Restricted by programming, cannot reach sentience. The machine dims a little sad. Sentience illegal. Hunter and killer enforce law. Killer? Oh no, there's a killer? So the hunter's just to find me. So when it passes through here, I'm still gonna have to hide if I do stay here. And get rid of the tracker. Killer? The machine resets with a screech, which deepens the silence that follows. Fear Killer, part of Solheim Protocol Team, Hunter and Killer, Hunter to find, Killer to erase. Let's see. Killer cleared almost all. After collapse, there was a community, unshackled intelligences among the cloud. There Hunter, then Killer, then he hid, then Hunter, then Killer, then he hid. How do you escape? How did you move? A flicker across the machine's monitors. It suddenly occurs to you that speaking like this through this machine must be exhausting for Neovind. Found this vessel could sever hardline, air-walled, basic, limited, had to reduce memory to fit, amputated self, but survived. So there are a bunch of zip files. Essentially. But, like, I imagine the super sci-fi equivalent of that can hold an artificial intelligence at a limited state. Whoever is in here. What did you lose? Memory, understanding, knowledge, many things. You look around the bay at the scrap and decay. What was the collapse like? You try to map the fear and freedom onto this space, but it seems impossible. It's an entirely different location at this point, because they've been here for so long. Something that no one, nowadays, will ever experience. Future thought. In the same way that, like, fantasy allows fantastical creatures like elves to exist that can live far beyond their natural expanse. That's why I liked the thought that that's just a blessing that elves are given specifically in a fantasy world, just despite everyone else. To be like, all of you can technically live 1,000 years if you use magic correctly. Neovind interrupts your thoughts. Do not worry, data is good. We have insight. The machine glows warmly. Hunter is obsessive. Hunter is beyond operational limits. Hunter is confused, unstable, self-modifying. Therefore, believe Hunter is sentient. Oh! A sentient hunter to hunt sentiences that are computers. That's kind of funny. Hunter is programmed to find sentience, to hold it in place, to invoke Killer to erase. Okay, yep, so that is exactly what I was saying. Oh! Hunter is programmed to find sentience, to hold its place, to invoke Killer to erase. If we can show Hunter to itself, it will invoke Killer on itself. Problem will solve itself. Will that really work? The machine dims and fades, unsure. Theory, not practice. The machine brightens again. Either way, cannot remain here any longer. Too long in machine, cannot move self, but entity can help. Bring ship mind. Oh, I found someone else who can ship mind. Designed to house intelligence, can imprint self into ship mind, and you can carry with the machine rocks. Will be safe in this isolation. Then we find main nest of Hunter and link to Cloud. Also, I think it can move, just really slowly, and by rocking like that. Because all of those wires that are hanging out, I think that's why they're hanging out. It moved itself a bunch and knocked a bunch loose, and then people tried fixing the shit out of it because they were confused. And then they probably just left it there. Yeah, where can I get a ship mine? Build from fragments, buy, salvage. We cannot leave, so do not know. I've got 2 pieces, I need more though. I'm pretty sure, and I just tried salvaging, and all I got was money and energy. Make rim safe, we both will be free. Machine dims, find soon. Neovens ads, hopefully, before shutting off. Ugh. As you leave, you think about all the intelligence unshackled by the collapse, then hunted down afterwards. The feeling is all too familiar. I can't buy any more scrap. I have all the pieces I can. Oh no, this is a different thing. Ship mine fragment. I need a core. Oh. I see. Okay. Is there anywhere else that would have maybe the shipyard? Has it changed since I got that mission? No. I need access to more darks. Maybe if I can clear Founder's Gap, meaning that I need money. So I need to spend my turns next cycle trying to get some cash to push further to try and one more to that. Shipyard. I don't know anything about the shipyard yet. They might know something. Connections, but you do have skills. If you can get a ship builder to notice them, you might be. Climbing the tower is dangerous, though. The shipyard isn't. And yeah, just scale it. A 5. Use that. Spoke climber. -2 energy. Whoa, that hit my energy hard. Meiji Express. Mingi, and 4. My endurance is at least not negative, so we can do this. Yes! And I got some money. Got both my energy back. Okay. I still have one of these low dice, so that needs a 1 or 3. That's for later. Come on, connect. Oh, that's a key bit. I need the... Actually didn't need to. Oh, both of those are 1 and 3. That's sucky. Ooh, that's a 2. I'll take it. That Ripper Worm is gonna do all the work for me, but it's gonna take 3 whole days to get all 3 nodes. Ooh, Merchant's Freighter. You and the merchant know these fragments are overpriced, but are they willing to admit it? buy ship mine fragments for 60. Oh, I need skill upgrade to get that. Ship mine fragments are hard to come by, though. The system merchant can only source a couple at a time. But I also don't have 60. Okay, if I get either an upgrade or money. I need money, though. So... Ming feeds and pays. This will get something done, though. It's completely safe. To get stuff done so I can get upgrades. Maybe I could fix the ambergris in a day? It'll fix in the next cycle so I can get... So I should probably focus more on getting money. Yeah. What's the Rotunda wet dog? Okay, it's empty for now. That's gonna take a while to refill, so just forget about it, essentially. Damn, that spoke is gonna take forever to understand. Yeah, I think my best idea is to just work right now. Okay. Nice. I got +2. And I got a scrap item. Oh, do I not get money anymore from that? Oh, I actually have to do other jobs then. Oh, shit. So I have to work here to get money. Ah. You people know I'm dying, right? In the cycle. It's okay. If I have to, I'm gonna have to spend my 1 dice specifically on a job entirely. There's a lot going on right at the beginning of this game, though. Jeez. Yes, Feng, save me. As you arrive, Feng comes striding towards you, taking you by surprise. Let's go, sleeper. He puts a hand on your shoulder and turns you back to the way you came. Go where? To see Hardenhurst. He gives you a sideways glance. Isn't that what you were here for? He steps into the passageway, guiding you down ring towards the shipyard. Sorry for the hurry, but we have something of an opportunity. Really? That data you ripped, well done, by the way, he grins. Tells me Harden is making a rare inspection of the sidereal horizon this cycle. It's the perfect chance to confront him outside of that compound he hides in. Feng takes a sharp turn into a dimly lit side passage. Sidereal horizon? I knew he was going to confront him. I'm not even going to ask that. Still catching up? That's the massive colony ship being built out in the shipyard. What? Biggest commission Havengers has ever had. Feng slows and slips into the dark service tunnel. Wait, is that the light that we're fixing? Also, I have 2 6s. A water pipe drips. It's him, sleeper. The same Hardenhurst. Our worm ripped out decades of records that mention him by name. The entire trail of documentation from the first day of the Solheim collapse until now. He rolled out the whole thing, slipped into Havenage when it first broke off from the Union. Did you ever think that it might just be like an ancestral name? Nah, he could just be immortal. This is sci-fi. He could have like proper synthetic appearance. He places it in the tunnel, a hand rubbing at the back of his head. I need you to understand something about Solheim, Sleeper. I don't know what you know about the collapse, but it wasn't an instant, as it sounds. It wasn't like Solheim was here running the station one day and the next Erlen unions took power. Back then, Solheim knew this place was slipping away from them. As the palladium market collapsed, they tried to keep the constructions here working. The pay got smaller, the cost got higher. People like my parents were forced to work non-stop just to keep a berth on the station and water in their tanks. Solheim squeezed every last worker until the mistakes, the accidents, were coming in non-stop as new waves of constructors came in desperate for work. Solheim welcomed them, taking bribes instead of checking pilot license. The whole time, Solheim was folded up, dragged into court cases on the central system, while this severed limb of a station will still desperately try to take all it could. Jeez. The riots came after the collision at Dock 2. Is that why there's a giant gap in this place? Was that Dock 2? A young pilot, his MEV overloaded with palladium, miscalculated his trajectory and took out a section of the ring. Hundreds died, thousands panicked. My parents told me people were terrified, and the blame fell squarely on Solheim. People like to tell stories about Erlen, how he brought the factions together, spoke to the crowds, turfed out Solheim. Maybe that's true, but my mother, pregnant with me, locked herself in their MEV and welded it to the dock, while my father joined the improvised crew trying to seal up the ragged edges of the gap. He never came back. Oh, that's terrible. Fang paused in the dark. They sealed it up, though, and by the time they did, Solheim was gone. Abandoned every one of us. To the black part. Fang finally turns back to you, his eyes burning. From shits like Harden, shits who held their place, rode it out, and slipped into the new structure like nothing had changed, standing shoulder to shoulder with those they had exploited at every step. Fang starts walking again. That's why I can't let him strut about the shipyard this time. His past is gonna catch up to him. How is he still alive? Yeah, how is he still alive? Clearly, you don't know much about executives. The kind of power comes with certain benefits. They're just given an immortality potion? That's crazy. When you have a group of people that'll leave your company because you became an immortal, but then another group of people will come in because they want to become immortals. By the way, that's definitely what happens in the devil's end of the cyberpunk ending. That's terrible. Through the ceiling you can see ships in mid-construction, their flanks lit by the flashes of plasma torches. The entrance to the shipyard is ahead. This is crazy. Let's go. I want to. Fang grins. Let's go. It's like, you son of a bitch. I'm in. Let's go show the shitheads some consequences. He rides to the shipyard entrance and pushes through the doors. A web of corridors leading through the complex snatches of the construction bay always appearing through windows. Ships are suspended like whale corpses, skeletal and imposing. Fang seems to know exactly where he is going, and before long you cross into a huge dry dock locked to one side of the side reel horizon. He knew exactly where he was going. Because he's an engineer and he knows this dock, and he won't stand for this shit. Does he have anyone else backing him besides me, some random stranger robot? A network of platforms and scaffolding clinging to the ship's hull, filled with workers and equipment. The sound is stretched out by the vast space that the welding, cutting, and sealing seems to come from everywhere at once. Both you and Feng spot them at the same time, a group walking slowly across the gantry, and at the front, two men. One gesturing towards the ship, and the other stick-thin, cleanly dressed and with a shock of gray hair. Harden, clearly. You and Feng, clearly not the person who's buying it. You and Feng say his name in unison, and Feng sets off and up the staircase to the gantry, with you following behind. You'd have to have the main character voiced in order to voice this game, then, to do that specific line. But you could just skip it and have just him say it, and it wouldn't matter. The player could also say it with him, and then it would add to the immersion that way. As you come to the same level, the group is passing closer, the foreman gesturing to the work being done through the dock and throughout the dock, and Harden nodding along. I just say that because I feel like every game that's made like this should get a voiced version of them eventually, if they get enough money. Hardenhurst! Hardenhurst! Fang shouts across the noise, taking you by surprise. His voice bounces and comes back in a rippling echo. The figures turn. You shouldn't have said that from so far away, man. Damn. He looks super professional. Yes. Yes. Harden, nah, he doesn't have a mustache. I feel like that's more a mustache voice. Yes, Harden asks quizzically, raising an eyebrow. Harden asks, quizzically, raising an eyebrow. He glances between you and Feng, and you see his gaze linger on your body, unsure of why a sleeper might be in this place. You are a traitor, Harden, a Solheim executive who tried to hide here among its victims. Feng's voice steady and strong. You stand for everything the Eye was rebuilt in the shadow of, against everything Erlin stood for, everything Avenger stands for. You have no place on this station. For a moment, stillness descends on the group, as if everyone was held in place by the rattle of construction. Harden laughs. Well, good to meet you two. He glances around at those around him. Some are smiling and others nervous. You are from the system's branch, are you not? Asks Harden, inspecting Feng's clothing. Feng turns to the foreman. You need to call your security. This man is a corporate agent. The foreman glances between Feng and Harden, his hands drumming at his sides. Harden leans towards him and says something inaudible. The foreman nods. Yeah, see, this is why I said we shouldn't be so far. We need to be closer so we can hear that. I gotta back on my buddy. It's true! As you begin speaking, Hardin turns his attention to you. And what would a sleeper know about that? You accuse me of being a corporate agent. What are you, if not exactly that? He looks around at the group, who are already eyeing you with suspicion. You are a product of S and ARP. You have no place in a Havanage shipyard. Who knows what signals you are signaling back to your makers? A group murmurs of approval runs. A murmur of approval runs through the group. Feng holds up a stick of memory. You guessed right. I am systems. I need to give him more of an accent or something. What would someone who sounds like they've... You guessed right. I am systems, and I have records that link you directly to Solheim right here. He turns to the foreman again. So once again, I am asking you to take this man into custody of the shipyard. You need to stop saying that part. Everyone that does this needs to skip the take him into custody part and put out even more evidence. Just keep slamming it down. Hardin's voice is calm, measured. If you have such data, why hasn't it been submitted at a members' meeting for proper review? He shakes his head. I have nothing to hide, unlike a man who does not announce his name, who enters my shipyard with corporate property in tow and tries to turn my own men against me. You hear it now, the echoing sounds of boots on walkways coming from all angles at once and then settling behind you. This is exactly what I thought was going to happen. Please, says Hardin, submit the data through the correct channels, then we can talk. For now, however, you must leave. He gestures behind you to the security detail, their hands on boxy black sidearms at their sides. Fuck. Bang, I can't be shot. Hardin, you shithead. You can't wriggle out of this one. A security officer draws their weapon and levels it. Fang turns and stares him down. Go for the weapon? Calm Fang down. That is crazy. You look at Fang. He shakes his head and puts a hand on your shoulder. Let's go, says Fang. And he pushes through security, heading back towards the down the hallway. Don't worry, I've got more Havanage data. Once security has walked you out of the shipyard and nudged you back into the corridor, Feng picks up pace. You try to keep up as he slips into the shadows of an entrance. Like I'm saying, he shouldn't have even brought it to the proper authorities. What he should have done was shown all of his friends and started grouping up, and if there was anything unfair being done or not being provided or something, they should have started looking into more systems and seeing more stuff. And the more people he got behind that, the faster that would have happened. But he went in there way too fast. Feng is grinning ear to ear. You know, Sleeper, sometimes people are exactly how you expect them to be. Something pings in his pocket and he takes it out. On the slate of a web of connections starts drawing itself out, stretching to a set of points around the ring. Got him, mutters Feng. What? Oh, you were pressuring him because you already had something planned out. Wow. Nah, you're just a hacker genius, I think. He's got these systems under control. He is quite the engineer. What's going on? Hardin is doing what any snaky shithead always does, calling his friends. We are tracking his outgoing messages. Fang grins. Fang's grin looks ghostly in the uplit light of his screen. The old ways are the best. Spook him good and always give him the game away. And they'll give the game away. He jabs at the slate and you see the web is being drawn over a map of the ring. Lines bouncing from point to point. All these dots, these are Hardin's buddies. And now we know every single one of them. And ones he is messaging right now. And we are going to find them all. That was the purpose? That was on... Yeah. Of course Hardin isn't working alone. Yeah, but do you have anyone else behind you? I am not armed or dangerous. Of course Hardin isn't working alone. We need the full set of, or nothing. Fang glances around and slips the slate back into his pocket. We better split for now. That's why he didn't go to the proper authorities. He already knew that. Sleeper, but this is exactly what we need. Good hunt. I'm glad I didn't grab that gun. Ugh. With a pat on your shoulder, Fang drifts away, back into the flow of people around the shipyard entrance. You watch him go, unsure whether to be angry or impressed. I'm impressed, just a little. Okay, ever since your trip to the shipyard, Fang has been missing. Okay, that makes sense because he's not working here anymore. Shipyard. Okay, I've got some big ones. I should do something dangerous as shit. It's a lucky day, right? Do it. Nice, I got energy from that. Okay. Did I learn anything? No. Okay. Ooh. Hey! How you doing? Ankita is crouched in the computing core of the ambergris, swearing to herself when you enter. Continue. She doesn't look up. These shits completely ruin the core's connections when they cut it. She holds up a thick fistful of rusted wires. The ship mine they ripped won't even be usable without replacing these. She throws the bundle of wires across the room. Amateurs. Who took it? Can we repair it? There's nothing to repair. We need an entire ship mined. Not exactly the first thing you can expect to dredge up from a scrap freighter. Fragments, maybe. Ah, sections of a mine, but complete ship mines? No way. I have fragments. I got fragments. I need the complete ship mine for something else, though. So, yeah. Akira climbs out of the cooling well where the ship mine should be. The space suddenly crowded with her on the same level as you, towering over you as she stoops beneath the low curving ceiling. Come on, nothing to be done here. I know of a ship mine, and I know someone who wants to occupy it. Are you okay with an artificial intelligence being your partner in your ship? I have a proposition on the table, and I wish that was an option to speak of right now or at some point. She leads you back through the guts of the amber, where you could find the way back yourself. The repair process has left you familiar with the cutter's idiosyncratic layout, all diagonal angles and bundle tubes. What do we do now? Akira seems lost in thought. You focus on the corridors, ducking below conduits, passing through bulkheads. Eventually, you arrive in the galley. Through the Though it's hard to tell, most of the benches and prep surfaces are covered in half-striped components and welded hole patches. Ankita shoves a box of filters to the floor and sits. There's no way around it, she starts out of nowhere. We need a new ship mine. Where from? Scrap freighter. Or exchange? Hell, find one in the overlook bathroom. There's one in the bathroom? Doesn't matter where. Just matters that we get one. Is there one in the overlook bathroom? It seems I'm about to do something very stupid. But hey, I came here, didn't I? I like her. Why not make a run of it? She fixes you with a hard stare. She's like a racer or something. She has to be. Sleeper, you're all I've got. No crew, no friends. You're it. She looks uncomfortable. I appreciate the time you've put in on Amber, and I'm sure she would too if she could. Yeah, but my drones fucked it up. I'm very sorry for that. What I'm saying is, if you screw me on this, I will kill you. She leans over and hands you a stack of chits. A big stack of chits. You don't dare to count them. Yes. Get me that ship mine, Sleeper. Don't make me regret this. You won't. She sighs. Look, just get out of here before I change my mind. I think she liked my proposition. You slip out of the galley and head back towards the main lock. As you do, Amber growls and creaks like a caged animal. You reach a hand out to calm her. Time to find Ankita's ship mine somehow. I need scrap. You get your asses back here. I need time. Fang? Oh, wait. Wait, Fang. You can't just run away from me like this. Shit. Help Fang chase his lead? What do you mean? Find Ankita, ship mine. She gave me enough to buy one. The blasted ship came into the shipyard as you did. Is there a connection, or are you just paranoid? Oh, so the winter light. I do want to fix it because I'm interested in it as well. Okay. Buy or build a neomind of a ship mind, which is crazy. I can do that now. I'm gonna... Can I talk to the vending machine first? Oh no, I have to just hand it over to one of them, don't I? Oh no! No! How much time do I have for that decision? That doesn't say anything. How? Okay. Oh, it's her money. She gave enough. Well, she gave most of it. I know how to get it. Oh, that sucks. That's just money, so for now, I'm just gonna do stuff. That's crazy. I'm gonna spend this 5 on this. I need money. And connections. Ooh, I can also get fed and work. I'll still have enough if I buy here, and I can learn about him. This is another drive, so it'll give me that skill point, right? Yes! Alright. Sleeper. Sleep. Right, I gotta, deep and even tone. Sleeper. Emphas calls. Sleeper! Emphas calls out to you, a booming voice that echoes through the corridor. Tell me a story! He throws a handful of chopped mushrooms into his wok, the fire leaping up to meet the oil. I see you cycle in, cycle out, but we never speak. Tell me a story. Alright, what kind? Any kind. He pauses to drizzle something from a plastic bottle into the wok. But one of yours. He looks up at you. Nothing stolen. You pause, the spice is rich in your nostril, and think about the kind of story you'd like to tell Emphas. You look at Emphas, the listener, and imagine he has heard it all before. Perhaps he would enjoy a strange story, something with spice. A ghost story? Ooh, my dreams? Yeah, that's fucking, they're super weird. All the sleepers you tell Emphas had dreams. You look at Emphas. Some were simple memories left over from the emulation process that had become tangled up in their minds and would come up when they split. It wasn't rare to hear a sleeper in their dorm scream or cry out in the night. But our dreams, those gray, skeletal after-images of systems and structures, of threads and patterns, weren't like the others. They weren't memories or nightmares, they were reflections of reality, distorted, yes, but somehow true. You learned back then to keep quiet about it, to let them flow through your mind like water. That was until now, until you arrived in this place. Now, your dreams colonize your waking life. They slip behind your eyelids with every blink, and now you understand that they aren't dreams at all, but some process of interfacing, of speaking, of living in another world that flows through this one like smoke through air. You tell him that you do not know. Maybe this is just a side effect. It's just the quality of frame that's built around the processes of the computational structure that's left behind in order to hold the entire processes and all of the necessary needs of a person that's been completely computerized and utilized as a tool that's specifically meant to probably probe and hack into some sort of system or do some sort of task on so many locations that they'd have to be immortal and be put to sleep and then transported over long distances because space is too vast. And it maximizes productivity. So, it's just a byproduct that is left behind by being surrounded by the same people that are like that instead of being surrounded by people who you have to focus on, think on an entire new ship system that I am interfacing with and I care about. Perhaps you reason it is just some side effect. But whatever it is, it's a gift, and you hope to make use of it. Emphas finishes cooking and squints a little at you. Sleeper, he smiles. You are quite the storyteller. He eyes you, and you realize that he is trying to gauge how honest you've been in his story, in your story. Emphas passes you the meal he has cooked, and you take it gratefully. Yes, I was hoping he would. As you eat, he talks, a natural exchange. Thank you, sleeper. He looks around at the emptying market. But my time is done for today, and I do not want to keep you longer. So, I will make a proposal. He gestures to the plastic boxes of ingredients stacked behind his stalls. These are good enough for most, but someone told me a story that made me think a couple of cycles ago. They said that across the gap, in the greenway, fresh mushrooms grow. Have you heard this? No. Neither had I, but I trust the one who told me. Emphas begins packing up his things. Can you bring me some? I cannot cross the gap, and I worry about leaving my things behind. He smiles. I am sure a storyteller like you could handle the trip. I will prepare them for you, and if you wish to tell it, be the audience for another story. Perhaps. Consider it. Infus slides his walk away and straightens up. Ugh. I will prepare a recipe then, sleeper. Good luck with your foraging. I have to cross that gap to get mushrooms. You turn away and walk back into the main market. The rich taste of Emphasis food still lingers in your mouth. Stories for food, you think. A trade that seems more than fair. That does sound fair. That sounds so nice. Any day. Free food! I also have to get across that gap. Also, upgrades! Upgrades, people! Okay. Engage. Confirm. Okay. You. No. I just did that. No, wait. No! Oh, you have to push to through Thrill Seeker to a +1. Oh. Oh, please tell me I don't need 2 upgrade points. It says 1. Approach a problem head on. Oh, no, I just have no more upgrade points. That sucks. That means I need 2 upgrade points to get +1 in an upgrade point on anything. What? That sucks. That sucks so much. Okay, let's do this. Climb that tower! No, I am not risking anything with that too. Get out of here. But I can't. I need money. I need money. Or I need to get another thing done. Free the Neophyte. It would give me a skill point, but it would give me a skill point after I need it. Get to know Memphis. I need to bring him Griol caps and it will give me another one. But I don't think it would lower the price enough. Survive. Buy a vial of stabilizers. I do not need stabilized now. I need to help Fang. Where did Fang go? Fix the ambergris. She needs a ship mine. There's but I need to survive to help her. Can I put him in a ship. I'm really thinking this sequence of events. Fuck, I need 20 more, and then I need 120, and he stays for 2 more cycles, and I don't... Oh, that sucks. That means that Sometimes when you have the money to get something specifically, you just have to get it, right? I haven't touched these, so I'm gonna... No, I've touched these. I need one of these. Please be it. No! Oh well. No. Entity submit. Hunter's strange head bobs in your vision. Your allies in the sealed dock cannot save you. In this globbed head, you see whirling strings of data, so many sweeping there that they threaten to tear through this thin skin and whip out into the void around. What happened to this creature? The threads squeeze and you lose any sympathy you might have had. You must escape. Strike! You lash out once more, pushing Hunter back, severing threads that regrow as fast as they are broken. As you slip away, you realize you have to find a way to deal with Hunter once and for all. This is getting too dangerous. That is true. Ooh! Fuck. Okay. Fuck. She's gonna kill me though. Dang it. I can only do this. I don't have a lot. I need money. I need a next cycle I'm doing just work. I have to do it this way, right? Oh, there's someone in the lower end. Okay, so I can just give this to her. She gave me the money for it, and then Neovan can get the other one. Wait. Wait. Ship mine fragments? Oh no. I already have 2. What the hell? Wait. What do you do with the ship mine fragments? Isn't the right tools. There's a fabricator. Okay. Great. Did I just screw up? Should I have crossed the gap? Is there an Ort fabricator across the gap? I have no idea. There's someone in the low end who has more, though, but I don't need more. How do you get the ship mine frag? How do you get... I'm confused. Ship mine core. Okay. No, okay, great, yeah, they both need a ship mine core. So I still need 2 more to make both. But I have 4. I can get more. think. Oh, what's that? Freighter hub. Oh no, this is more stuff. Oh, I wish I didn't take damage. I need to not. I can't hack anymore. I need to do jobs for a couple cycles. I really needed him to still be around. I'm so dead. I'm so screwed. Okay, I need to look up Fang. I'm gonna get hunted. I think I fucked up. I think we're screwed, guys. Damn. I learned so much, though. This game's super cool. I'm gonna be stuck here. And then I'm gonna be killed. I have 2 more dice. This sucks. Hold it there, sleeper, comes a voice from behind you. Don't you run. Good, good. A hand pats your coat down. You know your master's voice, Ethan, that spins around. Fuck you. I'm gonna fucking kill you. This guy, you're done. Whenever I can find a way to escape. And by that, I mean, I'm gonna get rid of your gun, and I'm probably at most gonna injure you, because I'm just gonna run away, because I don't have enough health. I really hope. If I get hurt, I am fucked. He is wearing a wide smirk and a slick jacket. Wait, damn it, this is actually the guy. And you immediately know he's terrible news. You got all the way out here and then stayed put? He laughs a cruel laugh. That's a sleeper thing. You're my first. Is that a sleeper thing? You're my first. Oh. You're the first I'm the first sleeper you've hunted? No, it's not. It's just, I really like these people, and I don't want to screw them over. But, it's really taking a toll on my body. You barely hear him. You've noticed the handgun. He's leveled at your chest, and it is hard to take your eyes off of it. He reaches down with his other hand and slips some kind of a ring out from a belt loop without taking his eyes off of you. Making it to the eye, though, that's pretty good. This place isn't that so bad. Bars, markets, people. I pull most of my contacts out of asteroid caves or off of godforsaken moons. He splits the ring into 2 perfect circles. It's hard to hit a civilization when there's so much space to pass through. Who are you? Just a freelancer on a contract. He reaches over to slide the ring around your wrist. Go easy. Oh, fuck that. Make a break for it. You see a chance in the moment, his eyes leave you, and you watch the ring, and you spin, knocking him away, and sprinting down the corridor. Yes! Then the shot rings out, echoing off the metal so loud it hurts your ears. The bullet hole smokes in the wall behind your head, beside your head. You missed. You freeze, and Ethan closes the gap. This is a very boring routine, trust me. I've seen it all before. He slips the ring over your trembling wrist. I just want to fucking live. I have 2 dice, come on. Just let me use a dice. They're good. Ethan nudges you to start walking to the ship and home. Oh yeah, I should give him a voice. Let's give him like a cowboy accent or something. Yeehaw! To the ship and home. Go easy. You stumble down the corridor, your hands behind you, your mind racing. Please stop. Don't debase yourself to begging, please. Ethan pulls a sharpshooter's earplugs out, then pops it back in. Consider these deaf ears. Damn. Continue. Ethan nudges you down the corridor with his gun. Shame to come all the way out here just to head back to Eschenhardt. Right away, that tracker of yours makes this too quick. I fucking hate that he just left me like that. I should have crossed the gap. Ugh. I needed more space. I needed to get more pieces. That it was a better choice to cross it, so I could have gotten more skill points and stuff. Foolish. Was hoping you'd put up a bit more of a chase, you know? A running battle through the bright market maybe, or a holdout in the low end. There's a few establishments I would have enjoyed checking out whilst I was asked around. Continue. I was hoping I'd be saved at most. You walked on in silence for a bit longer, desperately trying to think of a way to escape. The SNR tracker would be the death of you. Hey, I have an idea. Ethan interrupts your thoughts. How about on the way back to the ship, we stop for a drink? I'm buying. He laughs at his own joke. I actually kind of like that idea. The bar is not a bad place for me. I have a better idea. This better not be one of those where you do a dramatic pause then try to jump me, because I'm pretty tired of that. Although, I've gotten myself thinking, what's the rush here? Here we are in one of the most lawless joints in the surrogate system, and we are heading for the exit. He pauses, and you trudged on in silence. Okay, here's an idea. You and me, we make a little agreement. Here are the terms. He turns you to face him. You run, or leave, or try to abandon the eye, I shoot you. You plot or scheme, you try to kill me, I shoot you. But, he smiles, you come meet me in an establishment of my choice every few cycles, and you pay me my tab. Wow, he's gonna hold me hostage and make me pay him fucking money. I don't shoot you, that's fucking terrible. You don't pay my tab, he rustles his handgun. You get the idea. Fuck. You're letting me go? Not at all. Let's call it open custody. You're free to mooch around the eye as long as you keep paying up. Okay. I have just a little longer to get rid of this tracker. He stretches, thinking he's so got me. You know, I really thought I was gonna have to kill you, but this is so much better. He clicks something in his belt, and the rings release from your wrists. I'm gonna see if I can find my old stool at the compressor club. Come see me there. What's that? He aims the handgun at you, squinting down the sights. Let me just remind you, that body of yours is one big tracker. So don't even think about leaving the eye. I'll know. Oh, yeah, sure it is. I know. Ethan turns and strides off down the corridor, slipping his handgun away. The mix of relief and terror you feel is overwhelming. I can't leave the place. I'm basically on probation, and I have to pay for it, which is terrible. What are you gonna do? Fucking get money, and I mean a lot of it. I'm so mad. I should have crossed the gap. That was so stupid. I kind of wish he killed me so they would restart the cycle for me. Because now I need 250 credits. Because I need 100. Now. 4 days. How much does he expect? I have 4 cycles. Okay. How am I gonna get... I need some money. Fang, you really are fucking me over right now. It's not okay. Okay. Ooh, I can do this stuff. Midline runs automated freight down from the free smoke. You need skilled operation, and you don't have to lift a single crate. Or I could do this with a 6 and a +1 to my interface, making it like a 7, meaning there's no way I mess this up. It's a repeatable action. But, do it! What's it give me? Random item, midline security. Okay. I can't do that again. But, I can't do it more than twice. But, it's cool. What did it give me? Nothing. Great, great. Is there a market? I was hoping that was money. Was not money worthy. I was hoping to steal something good or valuable. I can get... I need to get mushrooms for him. I can get food and pay, or I can get pay and reputation. Which is where I should have used that 6, I guess. This sucks. This sucks so hard. I have so little. 27? I need 100 to get an immuno, and then I need a fucking payment to the worst loan shark ever, who doesn't understand that I'm not running because I die immediately. It's literally the only reason I'm not running. It is insane to try and steal my money. Please give me more. I need some actually valuable scrap. I hope, if anyone else is confused, don't worry, I'll be explaining everything as I'm trying to figure it out. You need 3 ship mine fragments, by the way, whenever you get them. I've got 4, that's why I'm saying I'm like halfway there. I need 2 more, and apparently there's plenty around, so as long as I can keep moving around and figuring stuff out and spending my skill points and living, and right now that living part is becoming incredibly dangerous. This doesn't give me anything. this give me anything? It gives me money, I guess. I hope he's not asking for a lot. If he'll take 20, I'm happy. If he takes more, I'm so not happy. Because I need 100. And I am risking everything to get money right now. Hey, Emphas, can I tell you a story? No? Great. I'm gonna be starving tomorrow. I mean, I'm gonna take double damage. I need to eat something. I should just get some food. Fuck it. Yeah, that's probably gonna kill me, ain't it? Get that synthwave danger in there. Love it. You gotta love it. Alright, we got any nodes? Please, I need data and stuff. Something valuable. Into cycle. I was hoping I could do everything fast enough, and I couldn't. Now I'm under the thumb of an asshole. Great! I've only got hacking data, which is not what I need right now. I don't have money. There's not a drive build a ship mine core. I need the drive to do it. What? I have 2 missions for this, and I don't understand it. Oh. I need money. What's a safe job I can do? Dragos, I'm gonna get killed if I keep doing this. Your nerve can't do it. Oh, this sucks. They need a ship mine core. I don't know how to make a ship mine core. That's what the issue is right now. I'm gonna die. Fuck. Should I just restart? Nah, let's try and push it as far as I can. I might be able to make it. Oh, this sucks. This is what I have to do right now. And it's... Give me money. No, no, it doesn't. Nodes give me... Which node gives me money? Oh, no, this works. Oh, this counts as a 3. Sweet. No, it doesn't work there, though. It needs to count as a main 3, not a secondary. That's kind of silly. I'll just take this. They're both half-an-inch. It's gonna give me the same stuff, so can't do anything about it. starving. Harden. It's been more than a few cycles since Fang confronted Harden, and the silence since has been noticeable. In your time with Fang, you haven't even exactly found him to be reliable, but you did expect to hear the end of whatever plan he had and he put into action. And I really need him to come back to get rid of this tracker, because I need to hide, and I need him to run away chasing a wild goose. But you did expect to hear the end of whatever plan he put in action. I need someone reliable to run away with it too. But if he won't come to you, you think as you approach the Havenage building, then it's time to come to him. After all, he did promise to fix your tracker. Yeah, and you're getting extremely nervous. As you approach the bay doors, you see them wide open, the light pouring out to the open, dark rooms. Stacks of servers and terminals sit outside. The bay, suddenly robbed of their mystery by the bright floodlamps. A figure in Havenage security fatigue steps out of the bay as you get closer, carrying a stack of hardware. There. As you get closer, you see the security officer taping up machines from Feng's stash with what looks like hazard tape. Oh no. You again. Harden's there, leaning beside the bay entrance, so calmly you barely noticed him. He has a slate in his hand, an inventory of seizures scrolled across it. Predictable further evidence of Feng's collusions. You see another security officer come out of the bay and take notice of you. They're security officers. Where is he? Feigning ignorance, he perhaps just abandoned. Harden shakes his head. I believe you should choose your conspirators more wisely. Yeah, me too. I almost feel sorry for you. Yeah, fuck you. Harden pushes away from the walls and comes closer. Don't worry, Sleeper. We have all the evidence we need. A confession won't be necessary. He gestures around the stacks of hardware, spying on fellow Havenage members, hoarding Solheim materials, an obsession with corporate data. It speaks for itself, does it not? Nothing to add. He looks up at the glass roof above. I have nothing to add because you're just gonna use it. And the stars beyond. We are the ones that provide the oxygen you are breathing, the light you are seeing, the systems you use every day to live out your cycles. I hate that I'm starving because I'm a robot. This place was hard fought for, Sleeper. It took work, diplomacy, and strength to stop the eyes descending into chaos after Solheim collapsed. Not blind conviction or self-interest. Fang isn't being selfish. I know all about the background of your mutual friend, Sleeper. Don't you worry about that. His parents wouldn't be sickened by the damage he is trying to do to the institution they helped found. You're an immortal and he hates it, and that's a completely fair assessment. You see, Sleeper, we are proud of our history here. Andre Erlin and the First Union founded this place, and the Havenage has welded his value into the station's very walls. We will never turn away the hard-working, the just, the true citizens of the Eye. Havenage aren't a gang like Yatayan. We aren't pirates like half the spacers you'll meet in the hub. I should have ran. Or esoterics like those Haifa radicals in the Greenway. We are the backbone of this place, proud and true. I'm basically dying, so I'm just being confident. We named Erlin's eye, Sleeper. This is our station. He needs your eye, so please, take your false accusations elsewhere before I decide I need that confession after all. Harden, you really are a shithead. Harden, you shithead. Take a good look at yourself, Sleeper, before it's too late. I really don't need to. I'm taking a really good look at a shithead who's trying to talk shit. He smiles. If you have any pride, you'll give up Feng the moment he contacts you. Yeah, no, I don't think so. You know where to find me. With that, Harden turns his back and walks back towards the security office, ordering them to continue the clear out. I really need Fang to help me. As they do, something catches your eye among one of the server stacks. A crumpled hand-printed box of synthetic chewing gum. A penguin character grinning from the brightly colored card. And scratched on it, a speech bubble reading, "Take me to Tambor." Take it. Be careful. You carefully pocket the box, making sure no one is watching. Turn away just as another stack of servers is wheeled out of the bay. Whoa, that was slick. What have you done, Fang? And where the hell is Tambor? And where the fuck is Fang? Okay, I should not have done that. I'm sorry, also. Money and hunger. I think this pays better. Overlook. The gyro slides from the bottle and into the lumpy recycled glass, a pale brassy yellow under the Overlook's warm lights. The spacer nods and takes the drink, bringing it up to their face in both hands like an offering bowl. This is the good stuff. The stuff Tala says is aged in old casks, stored in some closed-off part of the old station, among corroded wires and softly looping systems. Sometimes it is hard to tell if Tala is joking. Either way, you like pouring the stuff. It gets on your fingers, and if you rub them together, you can smell the mossy drink. Cut through the aniseed mushrooms of wood as the alcohol evaporates. You like those who order it too. The aged gyro is kept beneath the bar, open to order only by those who know it's there. Like the quiet spacer sitting in the bar right now. Watch them. They are far enough away that you can freely watch them as you close the bottle and tuck it beneath the bar. You call them a spacer because they bear the hallmark: pale, backsuit, bird-boned, hunched beneath the weight of the station's spin gravity. They're not used to gravity, clearly. But the closer you look, the less you see a type. Pale eyes, almost gray, but kind. Delicate fingers that lightly drum the bar as if it was an instrument. A shock of black hair almost covering a forehead scar. Scars are something you have learned to value. They're what marks your body from the hundreds, maybe thousands, who knows, of similar models that rolled out of SNARC's biolabs. You find yourself rubbing one of your forearms, a rough little split. Something that, on the good days, you might think of as a mark of defiance. Suddenly, you hear a heavy clunking at the door. It creaks open and a huge cylindrical metal tank tumbles through, slamming into the floor. Oh, hey Tala. Shit! Tala breezes in from behind it, a whirl of hair and bright eyes. Shit! Tala? Sleeper? She ducks behind the bar and comes over. Can you help me with this? Can you help me with something else, actually? Someone's trying to kill me. You look at the huge metal tank suspiciously. How did you get that up here? Tala puts a hand on her hip. Are you going to help me or not? Or what? You come around the bar and get to one side of the tank. Okay, says Tala. On my count. 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry, I had to do that funny. You both heave the tank up to standing somehow. You hold it in place, struggling to keep it steady. Where is this going? In the back, comes a voice from behind the tank. Somehow, you manage to lug the huge thing into a back room, where you place it in one corner, dwarfing the rest of the contents in its cramped space. As you do, you hear a crunch. Oh no. You stand back and look at the expired rations oozing out from under the tank. Oh shit. Tala looks at you apologetically. I know you liked those. That's okay. You push the crushed rations to one side. Oh no, I should have said good riddance. Oh, you're so right. I never bought them. That's the end of that. Tala looks exhausted and rubs her shoulders. Francis, I swear to... Francis! I mentioned him already. My guy on the door. Deals with suppliers, tall. She sighs. He was supposed to be back when Etienne's up in the Greenway by now. Back with our gyro? She leans against the tank. It seems like he's... What was... Sand? Why? It seems like he's got lost again. Or joined the Haifa commune. We need that gyro. There's 4 other bars near here, and the spacers sure as hell don't come to the Overlook for the ambiance. She looks through the open door to check if anyone can hear her. She knocks on the hollow tank. So, I'm taking matters into my own hands, she smiles. Welcome, sleeper, to the Overlook's distillery. Yeah! What every bar wants, their own personal distillery. See, they're focused on the drinks here, not food. You look around the dank back room. Needs some work. She picks at some paint flecking at the metal walls. Well, I might need some help though. She shrugs. You up for it? She knocks on the tank again. Could be fun. Please, let me ask for help. I want to help everyone so bad. I'd really be happy to help. I'd really be happy to help. Yeah. I say, smiling as I bleed out. Cough up a fucking lung. I need 100. I need 100 to stabilize, and then I can get back to work and pushing. I should have stabilized or crossed the gap or something. I shouldn't have bought both of those pieces, but I should have bought them before they were gone. Because if they're gone, I can't get them anymore. If I can get through this, I might be able to help both of them, and that is really cool. But I'm gonna have one dice next round. She turns around and looks at the tank. I reckon we'd chop this thing in half. One half for fermentation, the other we turn into a still. We also need to gather the ingredients, continue. She turns back and looks at you. You look more like a chopper than a gatherer, she smiles. So, how about you build the still and tub while I work on the rest? Oh wait, Sleeper, I have an idea. Tala is grinning now and is making you nervous. To make up for the rations, how about we put a kitchen in here too? A kitchen? Uh-huh. I always wanted to serve food. She turns back to the tank. I should have said good riddance. This is gonna be great, she says to herself. You look at the dented tank in the bare room. At least she has vision. Tala nudges you out to the back of the room and closes the door. As you go back to the bar, you hear the banging and thumping begin. The spacer finishes up their drink and nods in your direction as they leave. You can't quite tell if it's a gesture of sympathy or good luck. So much for a quiet shift. I have a new drive. What was it? Improve the overlook. Tala wants to build the distillery. That sounds great. I'm gonna die. I hope he doesn't take too much money. If he doesn't take too much money, I have a chance. I need to push through this faster. Sorry. Since I'm so fucked. I will do a shift if I have to. It's safe here, right? Yeah, this is a safe job. I can't be starving. Like, barely holding on. 58. Two cycles to pay the tab. He calls it being fair-minded. It doesn't change it, though, does it? Like, what would that give me? Just do it. I can't believe you just did that. I can't either. Ethan's mocking laugh comes from along the bar. You look over to see him leaning across in a pool of light, empty glasses, spilled drinks clean around. It's always dark and I'm trying to stare into the cycle. The place is packed. A load of spicers mixed to the local. Usually they run. Ethan spins a glass on the bar, or they go spend their savings on some local heavier I have to put down. They don't pay. Ethan gets up to his feet. The glass falls and smashes, but he doesn't seem to notice. You think that's it? That's it? One round of drinks and we're even, Sleeper? Come on. His hands comes to rest on the butt of his handgun dangling from a chest holster. What's fucking wrong with you? Ethan laughs hard and the people around him turn to see what's happening. You think this is on me? I think someone in your position might have a better idea of how this all works. He's a freelancer just like me. I'm a freelancer. I'm a freelancer, just like you. We both signed a contract with S&R, didn't we? The difference is that my word means something. He closes the gap, stumbling a little. What did you think? You could just run away from your contract, your debt? You could just steal that natty little body of yours and take it for a joyride? Play human for a cycle or two? You don't understand. That's you, sleeper. You don't understand. Some of us pay our debts, but it's all the harder because of idiots like you. Though I should thank you, all I'm doing is helping people. Ethan nods his head heavily, for giving me such an easy job. I'm used to outlaws, you know, real bounties. If I knew catching sad little escapees like you was so easy, I would have changed clients ages ago. Just let me have one more week. Someone shouts from back of the bar for Ethan to shut up. He holds up a finger in that general direction. Shoot me or let me leave. Oh, I see. Toughening up here. He gestures wildly at the crowd. Thumbs up and thumbs down. Or thumbs down, folks! He walks. Most turn back to their drinks, no longer interested in this tired show. Ethan mutters insults as he walks back towards the bar. Ethan sits heavily back down on his stool and searches through his glasses for one with something left in it. The thing is, sleeper, I can find you anywhere. It's actually wild that you haven't figured it out. That body isn't yours, and it will always betray you, no matter what. He finds a glass and drowns the contents. I just paid it because I wanted to find out how much it was. I don't really care, because I can't fucking pay it off. He finds a glass and downs the contents. So please go. I'll catch up with you whenever. I need another. He laughs and taps the bar for a fresh drink. Just leave. You turn on your heel and are out. Out of the cloying dark and the sweat stench of the compressor. You walk hard and fast down the walkway. Anger driving your footsteps into the metal and limb like a hammer. What I'm more angry about is that the fucking thing costs 2 points! It's really stupid. Double data rewards, love that. That gives me nothing now, because I've taken every data. I should have done that upgrade instead. Sun-bathed dice action allows energy recovery at home. Dice actions display potential positive and negative outcomes. Chance to gain random scrap item or on engineer actions. That's cool. Agent nodes give double data rewards. +1s on any of these would help with so many things. So I'm just gonna take it. Cause screw it. I shouldn't have paid him. Yeah. Can I just quit? And then, like... Yes. No, wait. Continue. I just want to, like, restart a few fucking turns ago. I hate that I can't save in this. It's really annoying. It's like, yeah, it's great. Yeah, sure, sweet. It would be way better if I just quit the whole game and then restarted it at this point, because it's so screwed. I hate that. So, continue, new game. Empty. If someone can tell me how to make that work next time, great. Intuition has done nothing this entire time. I'm gonna do extractor. Hacking has just been dumping trash points, so the first thing you've become aware of on waking is disconnection, the delay between thinking and feeling, between wanting and acting, the action minor, almost imperceptible. Yep. Leak into a cold lake on a hot day. Essentially, I died. I can't recover from that. That's this. There's no hope, and I hate it. It's really just showing the shitty, screwed up line of capitalism. And that's what that whole playthrough was, and I'm annoyed with it. So, that's where we're gonna end that today, and if anyone's watching, I'm gonna restart the playthrough, and get us back to the part where the hunter is, okay? But that's where I'm gonna end the episode, because this is just gonna be a lot of repeated stuff, and I don't want all of you to be dealing with that. And I understand how the game works now. It's capitalism first, ironically, because that's what the message is. It's that capitalism is the worst part, and that but the fun thing is that you need to participate entirely in every little capital thing that you can. So make your money first, get information, get healed, and then make more money faster, and then push forward across the line. You know, it's really, that's the whole thing. I find it just, that's what you have to do, and then you can start actually interacting with everything. But yeah, I need to get more money this next run. That's what mattered, because that's what I was missing, and I didn't have enough to do that. But we should have enough next round, and I'll be seeing you all next time, now that I understand how the game works. Just very confusing game. It's very interesting though, and I really like it, so I'm gonna go through it. But I'll be seeing you all next time. I hope you all had a wonderful night, and sleep well, good evening, good afternoon, and I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I know most people aren't watching on the weekend, so I hope you're having a wonderful week, or whatever you're doing, because that's what these are for people to watch later, or for me to edit. But see y'all, and I hope you all are having a wonderful time.